Good morning. It's day number 2. You survived day number 1, and oh my gosh, what a day. Am I right? Did you guys feel those earthquakes? They were freaking me out. I've never felt an earthquake before. That was my first time. Scared me to death. But we survived. We're doing fine. Everybody's going to be okay. So I'm glad that you survived day 1. There were quite a few little issues that we ran into on Google Classroom, but I got a lot of texts, a lot of emails, and we were able to figure it all out. So hopefully it was a good first day for you. You were able to make sure you got all of your assignments done. You were able to work through all of the problems that we had. Today I think is going to go much more smoothly. A quick little update. I changed the way that I'm going to be posting the days. So right now, if you go into your Google Classroom, you're probably not going to see any assignments for day 2, but they will automatically upload at 8 a.m. every single morning. So now you'll know that at 8 a.m. you can log on to your Google Classroom and all of your assignments for the day will automatically show up. So I've scheduled them to pop up on your Google Classroom at 8 a.m. If for some reason that doesn't happen and it's 8:01 or 8:02 or 8:05 and you still don't see your assignments, send me an email or text me or call me and we'll figure it out. But it should work. So in about 10 minutes, you'll be able to see all of your Google Classroom assignments for day 2. I've written them all down here and I'm going to explain them as we go along. And we're going to check them off as we go so that we know we took care of all of the assignments. You know what's happening for today. So the first thing, just like yesterday, is going to be another morning math page. Just like last time, you're going to click on a link. It's going to take you to something called Nearpod. Same thing you did. It's going to ask you to type in your first and last name and also put my name. That will be wonderful. And then it's going to ask you a couple of questions. There's probably 5. There will be no more than 5. Just like yesterday, please make sure you grab a piece of scratch paper and that you're solving the problems on a piece of scratch paper and then putting your answers into the link. You will notice that at the bottom of every single slide, you have to push the blue button that says submit. If you don't push that, then it's going to get you to the end, and then I can't tell anything that you did. You're going to have to retake it. So at the bottom of every single question, push submit, and then go to the next slide. Answer that one. Solve it on your scratch paper. Answer it. Push submit. Go to the next slide. Solve it. Answer it. Push submit. Go to the next slide. So you'll do that on Nearpod. Once you're done with that, you're done. We can check it off. Second, there's going to be a little survey. It's going to be called the Lexia Units Check-In. Now, please remember, I don't think I mentioned this yesterday, and that was my fault, but you need to make sure that you are still getting all of your Lexia units for the week. So if you have 16 units that you need to complete every week, then you need to make sure you're getting all 16 of those units. An easy way to do that is to just do 4 a day. 4 a day is so simple. That will take you maybe a half hour if you're working hard. So if you get 4 Lexia units a day, by Thursday, you'll have all 16 units, and then Friday can be your free day. Now, I know this week's a little bit different because Monday and Tuesday, we weren't quite ready in the school mode, so you might not have quite 16. If you can make up some of the extras, great. But I'm not going to be super strict about, yes, you have 16 this week for sure. But try to get as close as you can. If you have 2, not good enough. You can do better. But you're going to see a little quiz, and it's just going to ask you, did you or are you on track to or have you completed some of your Lexia units? And then it might ask you how many Lexia units you've done. And it's just a little check-in to make sure that you're remembering, oh yeah, I need to get my Lexia units in, okay? It's quick and easy. You put your name, you answer the questions, you submit it, okay? That's the Lexia check-in. Check. Next, you're going to see your first math lesson. Now, this is going to be a little tricky and different. Teaching math online is going to be a new adventure for all of us. Now, Miss Clayton and Miss Harris spent some time the other day making some math videos to talk about fractions, talking about mixed numbers, talking about fractions greater than a whole, improper fractions. Now, I know that learning math through a video is not always going to be the best way. And for some of you, you might be like, yeah, that made sense, I got it. And for some of you, you might think, what in the world? I do not understand anything I just watched. You can watch that video as many times as you need to watch it. There's not a limit. So if you watch it one time, it's not very long, and you're like, oh, I didn't really feel good about that. Watch it again. And if you watch it a second time, you're like, I feel a little bit better, but not quite all the way. Watch it a third time. You can watch it as many times as you need to watch it to start making sense of it. There's going to be a little assignment that's going to go along with the video, and it's just going to ask you, whether a fraction that we've posted is a mixed number or if it's a fraction greater than a whole. And the video is going to teach you what those two things mean. And then you're going to be typing into a Nearpod like you do for your morning math. Is it a fraction greater than a whole or is it a mixed number? It's not super complicated, but if you're stuck, please call me or email me or text me and I can help you. We'll get on FaceTime, we'll get on Google Hangouts, we'll do something. I'll be able to see you face to face and I can talk to you about it, okay? So that's the fractions lesson. Once you do that, you're good. Done with math for the day. Then you have this assignment called Utah Native American Tribes. You're going to be reading a couple of different texts about the different Native Americans that used to live in Utah. And the tribes, some of them actually still do live in Utah. And you're going to be reading a couple of different texts about that. Then you're going to be picking one text. How many texts? One text. You're going to be writing a summary using our success criteria about that text. There's a place where you'll type in your summary. There's the success criteria there so you can check to make sure you have your main idea and your key details and it's in order and it makes sense and it's accurate and it has your own words and all those things that we've been practicing for months. So you're going to be writing a summary, typing a summary about one of those Utah tribes. Okay? Once you've done that one, check. Then you're going to have a short little thing. It's about verb tenses. You know how sometimes you have a verb and it's either in the past, present, or future? For example, if I pick the word jump, that's a verb. It's an action. I can say, I am going to jump on the trampoline. That's in the future. Or I could say, I am jumping up and down. That's in the present. Or you could say, I jumped on the trampoline earlier today. That's in the past. So you have past, present, and future verbs. You're going to be watching a video about that, and then you're going to be writing some sentences and doing a little quiz about if the verb is in the past, present, or future. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you're stuck, let me know. That's verb tenses. Last one. This one is super fun. You're going to be looking at a couple different pictures, some of dinosaur tracks, some of what Utah used to look like millions of years ago. You're going to be making some observations. Now remember, an observation are our five senses, things we can see or hear or smell or touch or taste. Now, since it's a picture on your computer, you're not going to taste it, you're not going to hear it, you're not going to smell it, but you can see it with your eyes. You're going to be making some observations about things you noticed, some facts. Then you're going to be making some inferences. Remember, an inference is something that we guess based on clues. So you're going to be making some inferences about different pictures of dinosaurs and ancient Utah. And that's a pretty quick little thing, but you're going to be posting these little sticky notes and you can see everybody else's responses. So that's going to be pretty cool. And once you've done that, forgot, you've got to check it off. Check. Those are all your assignments for today. So that's pretty quick. It might take you more time than yesterday. In fact, I know that it will take you more time than yesterday because it's a lot more assignments. But please remember that if you're stuck, let me know. I want to help. I'm just sitting here helpless. So if you're stuck, I want to be able to help you as best that I can. One more quick thing, and I sent your parents an email about this. I'm going to send your parents a link tomorrow for a Google Hangout. Now what that means is you can join the link and then I'll be able to see all of your faces and you'll be able to see mine. And so it's like we can hang out together and you can come and you can ask me questions or we can talk about math or we can talk about science or anything that you might be stuck on or something that's not working on your Google Classroom. We can talk about it. So you can come in and out of that link. So let's say you have a question. You can pop into the Google Classroom and be like, Miss Amos, I really need your help with this math thing. I'll say, cool, I'll help you with it. Then you can be like, got it. And then you can leave the Hangout. Then, if you have another question, you can pop back in and you can say, ooh, I'm super stuck on these verb tenses. Can you help me with this? And I'll say, yeah, absolutely. We'll help you through it. And then you can be like, got it, thank you. And then you can move out of the Hangout. So it's a good way for me to be able to see you and to be able to help you a little bit easier than maybe calling or texting because I'll be able to actually see you with my eyes. So that's going to be fun. Join it if you want to. Even if you don't have questions, just come say hi. I miss you. I want to see you. So those are all the things. And there will also be one more thing that's posting. I did a video of me reading holes today. And so I'm going to make sure that this gets posted. I think I said that it's going to post at 9:30. So take a quick break at some point during your learning, or when you're eating lunch, or when you're eating breakfast, and just listen to a read aloud for a few minutes. I just read about it like a chapter and a half, and that'll be a good way for us to still be able to finish our book without being at school. Okay? All right. You guys are the best. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day goes smoothly. Let me know if you have any questions. I miss you. I will see you soon.